Okay, let's start our session, the third session today, your math session, which talking about sum and difference identities. We will complete what we started yesterday. We start yesterday with these identities, and then we solve some problems. So I'm going to complete. This is what we said yesterday, and this is a very important identities. A very important identities. The sum identities: sine a plus b equal sine a cosine a plus cosine a sine b. Cosine a plus b equal cosine a cosine b minus sine a sine b. Tan a plus b equal tan a plus tan b over 1 minus tan a tan b. We're going to the difference identities. Sine a minus b equal sine a cosine b minus cosine a sine b. Cosine a minus b equal cosine a cosine b plus sine a sine b. Tan a minus b equal tan a minus tan b over 1 plus tan a tan b. We will complete what we started yesterday, and we said that it's a very important identities. You will use it in the next year, inshallah, and also in the first year of faculty, and through the years of faculty in a practical, in some practical faculties like engineering, business, medical, or the medical branch, and so on. We're going to complete what we started yesterday. We have here suppose that this is a word problem talking about distance, a word problem talking about distance. Suppose that in the previous example, the distance along the river bank that is contained in the property is found to be 45 yards. If these still represent the distance between the upper left corner of the property and the point where the river crosses the top bound, then sine 15 over z over 45, or sine 45 equal minus 30 equals to z over 50 holds true. Use the identity of sine a minus b to find the exact value of. So we need to use the difference identity for sine to get the value of c. What shall we do? We start to get the information. We have here the problem. So we write sine 15 equal z over 50. Z over 50. So we can correct this. So this is 50, not 45. So this is 50. Okay, this is 50. So it's 50 down. So down we have 50, not 45. Okay. We use the rule of sine 45 minus sine 30. Okay, so we start by writing the rule. So we have here sine, yes, 45, cosine 30, yes, it's minus. So minus, we have to write here minus cosine 45, and here sine 30. So this is the first step. After that, the uh, we get result. We get the result of sine 45. It's 1 over root 2 multiplied by cosine 30. Cosine 30 is root 3 over 2 minus cosine 45. It's 1 over root 2 or root 2 over 2. It's the same. Okay. In the final step, we can't write down root, but through these steps, there is no problem. Sine 30 is half. After that, we calculate by using our calculators. We calculate. So we have here 1 over root 2. Yes. And then multiplied by root 3 over 2, and then minus 1 over root 2 multiplied by half. It's equal to, yes, so it's equal to root 6 minus root 2 over 4, so it's letter A. Okay, this is the answer, but just we need to remove this. There is no 45 here. There is no 45 here. There is no 45 here. So the answer is letter A. The answer is letter A. So just substitute by sine 45 cosine 30 minus cosine 45 sine 30. Get the answer or the result of each one, and then substitute. You will get the result. You will get the result. Okay. We're going to the next example. We're going to the next example. In the next example, it's another type of problems. Verify that the equation cosine 360 minus theta is equal to cosine theta. 360 minus theta equal cosine theta. If we want to find or to verify this, I need to prove that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So I need to prove the yes, equality, the equality between the two sides of the identity we have. So we start by the first side or the left-hand side. Cosine 360 minus theta. This is our side. This is our side. So we start from here and we reach the right hand side. We reach the right hand side. Okay. So we start the first step. So first step, we're going to cosine 360 minus theta is equal or not equal to cosine theta. The first step we're starting from here, from the left-hand side. The left-hand side here, I'm going to use the cosine. I'm going to use the cosine law. The cosine law for, or the cosine identity for the difference of two angles. So it will be cosine, yes, plus sine. So we have to complete cosine. So cosine 360 multiplied by cosine theta plus sine 360 multiplied by sine theta equal to cosine theta. This is what we need to get. After that, I get the value of cosine 360. Cosine 360, it means cosine 0, because we make a complete rotation or a complete revolution. So we have here a complete rotation. So cosine 0 is equal to 1. Cosine theta keep as it is because we don't know the value of theta. Sine 0 or sine 360 is 0. And the sine theta keep as it is. So this is the next step. So the next step, as you see, 1 instead of cosine 360, okay, and cosine theta as it is. Sine 360 is 0, and sine theta is as it is. As you see, 0 multiplied by any number is 0, so we cancel. And here we have 1 times cosine theta, it's equal to cosine theta. So here cosine theta in the left hand side and cosine theta in the right hand side. So we get the result. So this is the simplest form. So if he said again, verify the equation cosine 360 minus theta equal to cosine theta. We start from the left hand side, and we need to reach the simplest form, which is in the right hand side. We start from the left. We satisfy or we perform the rule of the difference identity for cosine. After that, get the value of cosine 360 and sine 360, substitute, and we get the simplest form. This is the first example. So if you need to write it, there is no problem. You have about 20 seconds. Okay, we're going to the next example. It's the same type of examples. Going to the next one. Okay. Hussein,
Yes, Mr.
can you help me in the next one, please?
Yes. Verify that the equation cosine pi minus theta equals negative cosine theta is an identity.
Yes. So we need to verify that the two sides are equal. The left hand side equal the right hand side. We start from the left hand side. By here it means 180. So we substitute by equals 180 to reach the answer. Okay, the first step.
The first step, we write cosine 180 times cosine theta.
Yes. Then cosine is equal to complete the identity. Cosine plus.
Okay, cosine 180 times cosine theta plus sine 180 times sine theta.
Yes.
Equals negative cosine theta.
So this is the first, as you said. So cosine pi, which is 180, multiplied by cosine theta plus sine pi times sine theta equal negative cosine theta. After that, cosine 180 equals to what?
Cosine 180 equals to 0. No, 1, 1, 1.
Negative
1, 1.
Negative 1.
Negative 1.
Yes, negative 1. So
and cosine equals 1, positive 1.
And cosine what?
360.
Yes, because we make a complete rotation. It's equal to cosine 0. Okay, so we just substitute by the values. So we have here negative 1, cosine theta as it is, sine pi equal to what? Sine 180 equal to?
0.
Equal to 0. Excellent. So we have here 0. So we just here substitute negative 1 multiplied by cosine theta plus 0 multiplied by sine theta, and here equal to negative cosine theta. 0 multiplied by any number, we can cancel this.
Yes,
So
and negative 1
consider,
times cosine theta equals negative cosine theta.
so we get the result. We get the result and we verify the inequality. Okay, so this is the next example. Can you leave about 20 seconds to write it by steps? Okay, let's complete. Determine whether cosine 90 plus theta, cosine 90 plus theta equal negative sine theta is an identity. If we have a problem like this and we need first, we need to get the answer, we have to choose letter A or letter B, letter C or letter D. First, we need to prove that it's an identity or not. It means yes is an identity or no. It's not. It can't be an identity. The first step, we get this part, which is cosine 90 plus theta, cosine 90 plus theta, and substitute by the rule. Cosine 90 plus theta, it's equal to, who can help me? Who can hold?
Yes,
Okay, okay, Hussein.
yes.
Hmm.
Uh, cosine 90
Yes. So cosine 90,
minus sine 90. Yes.
cosine theta minus or plus?
Minus
Minus sine 90 sine theta. Okay. And then substitute. Cosine 90 equal?
cosine 90 equal half.
No. Cosine 90 equal 0. Cosine 90 is equal to 0. So 0 multiplied by cosine theta, so this part will be equal to 0. The remainder is this part, which is negative sine 90 times sine theta. So the result will be negative sine 90.
Yes. Okay. Sine 90 equals 1.
Sine
And we
90
keep
is equal to 1. So it's negative 1 now, multiplied by sine
theta,
theta.
which is equal to
It's equal to negative sine theta. So it's yes. So this is an identity. And now I need to get the rule. The rule is cosine, cosine minus sine, sine. So it's letter, letter what, Hussein?
letter A.
Letter?
A.
Letter A. So the result is letter A. Okay. So this is the answer. This is the answer. Okay, we're going to the next example. Okay, I leave about 2 minutes to solve this example. 2 minutes to solve this example. I give you the annotation. You can choose the right answer after you have finished. Hussein?
Yes, mister.
Okay, try to solve it and choose your right answer. You can write. You can write. There is no problem. I give you the annotation.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So we have sine 180 times cosine theta
Yes.
plus
Plus.
cosine 180
Yes.
times sine theta.
Okay. Sine 180 equal.
Sine 180 equals 0.
Yes. So the
So
first part.
this equation,
Yes, this part is equal to 0. We're going to the second part. Cosine 180
uh, cosine 180 equals -1.
-1.
So we have -1 times sine theta,
Yes.
which is equal to negative sine theta.
So the
So we cancel D.
yes.
The answer is sine theta. I think this one, B.
Yes. Letter B is the result because we have the rule sine cosine plus cosine sine, and the final answer is negative sine theta. So this is the answer. This is the answer of the problem. I'm going to the next example. Okay. Which of the following is equivalent to sine 330? A, B, or D?
Okay, sine 330. We can make it sine 30.
Yes, okay.
But
But
so
sine
sine
30.
pi.
Because sine 330 in the fourth quad. So it must equal the fourth quad. So you
Okay.
can choose two angles. If you get the difference, it will be 330. What minus what? Equal 330 first.
360 minus 30.
Yes, 360 minus 30. And we have sine or cosine?
Sine.
We have sine. The rule of sine is?
Sine first
Yes.
times cosine second
Yes.
minus sine second cosine first.
Yes. So it's letter.
Oh, it's here. So I think A.
Yes, it's letter A because sine
Yes,
cosine
A.
minus cosine sine. So sine cosine minus cosine sine. So it's letter A only because down we have sine cosine plus, but it must be minus.
Yes.
So it's letter A directly. It's letter A directly. So this is also one. The answer is letter A. The answer is letter A. Okay. What about the homework yesterday, Hussein? Do you finish it on SBS?
No, that's
Okay. Okay. It's working till now. It's available. It's available till now. And also we have a small homework today about this part. So you will find about 9 items, 5 items for yesterday homework, and 2 items for today homework. Try to finish it, Hussein, and
Okay.
And inshallah, we will complete our syllabus. Thanks for your attendance. Thanks for your attendance. I think you only, and Khalid Manif, but Khalid Manif left. I don't know why. From the beginning, he has a problem with his mic and he left.
Yeah.
But only 2 students out of 20, 10%. It's a very, very low percentage. But thanks for your attendance. And I waiting your answers for the homework, and then inshallah I'll send the report tomorrow on the group. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Zain, and
Welcome.
goodbye.
Bye.